Laker fans and Heat fans, welcome into our live post-game show of the Game 4 victory over the Miami Heat for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers win it 102-96. And I just kind of want to break down what I thought about this game and how impressive I thought the Lakers were. Listen, right off the bat, the Lakers have been notorious from this since really the beginning of this series has been these slow starts. A lot of turnovers early on. Anthony Davis couldn't really get it going. LeBron didn't get it going. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was your best player in the first half of this game. And then out of nowhere, the defense came alive. I really hope nobody bet the under on this game, or bet the over, on this game, because it was a low-scoring affair all the way until the fourth quarter. And I'm really impressed with what the Lakers were able to do with LeBron suffocating Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis suffocating Bam Adebayo when it really counted. And they really turned it up a notch on the defensive end because it wasn't going that well on the offensive end. Now, one thing I was very unhappy with, one thing I would be very unhappy with if I were a Laker fan, would be the fact that they just fouled the Miami Heat too many times, and just nonsensical fouls as well, to like the point where they went to the free throw line way more than the Lakers did early on. Now, later on in the game, the Lakers were the ones going to the free throw line and not so much the Miami Heat. But I got to say, offense, not great. Defense, A+ when it really mattered. I mean, holding a team, really any team at this point in the NBA, under 100 points is very impressive. And that's why LeBron James, Anthony Davis is regarded as probably the best defensive player in the league. That's why LeBron James has had that defensive, really prowess in his game since he was young. And he showed it a little bit more tonight as he mirrored all of Jimmy Butler's minutes. And so what I want to do before I break down even more of this game is I do want to get into this box score, kind of break down exactly what it looked like for the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's start off with the leading scorer for the Lakers, LeBron James, with 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. Anthony Davis followed up closely behind with 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocked shots, his best defensive effort in this series. Your next leading scorer was Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, one of the starters, with 15 points and 5 assists. He was 3 of 8 from beyond the three-point arc, followed by Danny Green with 10 points and 2 rebounds. Listen, one thing I do want to point out before I go any further with this box score is that anytime you get double digits from both KCP and Danny Green, you should consider it a successful night for those two, because usually it's one or the other, or it's neither, right? And tonight, it was both. Both of them played pretty solid games overall. Let's keep going with the box score here for the Lakers. Marquis and Kyle Kuzma both had 9 points, 7 points for Alex Caruso, and 2 for Rajon Rondo. 2 points that were very crucial when it really mattered. He also had 7 rebounds, 5 assists. 2 of those were offensive rebounds. Let's go to the Miami Heat side of things, where Jimmy Butler nearly logged another triple-double. 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. He also had 3 steals in this game. Tyler Hero had a great game, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 of 18 from the field, 3 of 7 from beyond the three-point arc. Bam Adebayo made his first start after coming off that shoulder/neck strain with 15 points and 7 rebounds. Duncan Robinson, great game defensively, terrible game offensively, with 17 points. Other way around. Great game offensively, terrible game defensively, with 17 points and 3 assists. Off the bench, not many players playing that well. Olynyk had 4 points, Andre Iguodala had 3 points, and Kendrick Nunn only had 6 points for the Miami Heat. And I do want to give my applause here to the Lakers. They didn't allow a Heat team that was kind of re-energized with the reinsertion of Bam Adebayo into the starting lineup, that was re-energized after a loss or after a win in Game 3. They didn't allow that depth or that team mentality to overcome them. They truly came out and played with a fire to win this game, and I loved what I saw, I gotta say. Defensively, it was all there tonight. Anthony Davis was forcing tough shots. He was blocking shots left and right. He was defending well. Rajon Rondo was doing all the little things well defensively and in the rebounds. He was chasing after every single rebound, so I got to give it up to him. Now, if I do have one major critique of this team, It's the slow starts. What is going on? And I blame Frank Vogel for this, for not making adjustments. You can't start this slow every single game, have to fight for your life every game, because every game except for one has been competitive at this point. And that's mostly due to the fact that they're slow starts. And when you start slow, it means you got to finish really hard, and it makes it a lot more difficult. So that's one of the reasons that, you look at the minutes tonight. LeBron James played 39, and Anthony Davis played 42. KCP played 32, and Marquis played 30. So that's a lot of high-end minutes for your older guys on the team. But I got to say, when you win this game, you win a game that you are I think there were a lot of people that were expecting the Lakers to lose this game because Bam was back and the Heat looked re-energized. But when you win a game that you're not supposed to, it means a lot. And I got to say this. With this victory tonight, I think the Lakers are going to wrap it up in 5. Now, I could be way off. I actually thought this was going to be a sweep when Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo were gone, but the Lakers let one slip through their fingers. With this win tonight, I do think they're going to go in Friday night, and that game will be broadcasted here live on Chat Sports. I think they're going to go in Friday night with a different state of mind and a different firepower and truly make adjustments that need to be made. Number one, start faster. Get to the rim early. Stop fouling. Stop turning the ball over. The turnovers in this game sucked. It was terrible. Holding onto the ball was terrible. Terrible passes. Terrible decisions offensively. LeBron, really early on, I didn't like the way he was playing. I didn't like his body language. I didn't like the way that he was, controlling himself, his emotions with the refs, his emotions with the Miami Heat. He was letting them get the better of him, and it truly made a difference early on. So I'm a big fan of what LeBron did late. I'm a big fan of what Anthony Davis did late. I'm a big fan of what KCP did really early on. I think a lot of things are going to change for this for this Laker team going into game 5 on Friday night. I mean, look, a lot of things still need to be tuned up. They still got to do some fine tuning. I get that. And I think they are capable of doing that with the right leadership that is Frank Vogel and Jason Kidd as well. But we'll just have to wait and see. And if you are a Laker fan, if you haven't already, subscribe to our Lakers channel. We got all the best Lakers coverage, all finals long, all offseason long, and all free agency long. Trust me, when Anthony Davis signs wherever he's going to sign, we're going to be live. Whenever the Lakers draft whoever they're going to draft with the first and second round, we're going to be live. Whenever the Lakers make an offseason trade, we're going to be live. And if/when, I'm really going to go ahead and say when, the Lakers win the 2020 NBA Finals, we're going to be live because we've been live for it all here on Chat Sports. And I appreciate you guys that have subscribed to the Lakers channel. It's already been a lot of fun, and we're going to continue to do great coverage on there. So, again, Lakers take this 102-96 victory over the Miami Heat to take a commanding 3-1 lead in this one. Big round of applause to LeBron. Big round of applause to Anthony Davis. And a big round of applause, really, to Playoff Rondo for doing all the little things right. Laker fans, thank you so much for watching. Don't miss our Game 5 coverage on Friday night. We'll be live on Chat Sports. Not me, though. It's actually going to be Harrison Graham, but make sure you tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun.